Hey guys, welcome yet again to another Loomian Legacy Sweep. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a Arceros sweep. Now last time we did a Glacidia sweep, now we're gonna be showing you the power of an Arceros. Now let's look at here, its stats. Compared to the Glacidia, it is basically kind of similar to Glacidia, but except it's more of a bulkier stats, kind of. And this is the stat right here. So, this one has a 119 melee attack, 112 for melee defense, 115 for energy, 96 for health, 88 for range attack, 91 for speed, and 79 for range defense. So it's has an alright stat. It doesn't have the worst stat in the world, so it definitely has an alright stat. Let's just say that. Its range defense is not the greatest, and its speed is okay, but it's not extremely fast. So, for today's one, we're obviously going to be making use out of its moveset, and then we're also going to have a little challenge using one of its new move called Blaze of Glory, which is basically what move the one move that I really am not looking forward for today's sweep, and this is the one move I actually not really going to do 100% all the way, but I'll explain more about it now. Now this is basically Flare Blitz in this game. Blaze of Glory is a 120 base strength, 100% accuracy. However, it takes 1/3 of damage dealt as a recoil. So it's a very annoying. It's a very powerful move, but it does a recoil to yourself every time you use it, or for every time you use it. Now I was gonna figure out a good strategy using it, but however, I'm not really the player to use recoil moves. But today I figured out a little bit of a setup in order to do it, or a little bit of a strategy in order to try use of the Blaze of Glory. We won't be able to do it all the way, but we most likely will try and get a couple damage with using Blaze of Glory in today's battle. Now it also gets Burning Rage and 3rd Degree Burn. We're obviously going to just use Burning Rage. There's no reason to not otherwise. And that is actually pretty much it. Actually, there really isn't much to say besides that. And I guess let's jump into the first battle here. And hope you guys and girls are going to enjoy today's Loomian sweep. Alright, so let's jump in for the first battle here. And I hope you enjoyed today's Arceros sweep. Now, compared to Glacidia having a very nice speed, we definitely had a little. I decided wanted to bring Banoki in case there were faster Loomians. I mean, having a base speed of what was that, 96. I definitely didn't want to risk to get outsped by more of a speedier Loomian, so I decided to bring Banoki in case that happens. Let me see. Actually, it was 91 space speed, not 96. Just double checked. So I went for the entry hazards, and that is pretty much it. There was nothing really else to really be doing. They questioned basically what. They was wondering what I was doing, and what I was doing is I was about to try and sweep you, or at least I'm going to. So I'm going for the Banana Splits and the Icicle Trap. The Icicle Trap was not necessary for today's strategy. It actually was unnecessary in general, but just in case if I won't get the right KO, then I might as well have the Icicle Trap. So yeah, so I'm gonna go for the Tribute and give it a little drop on their attack and the range attack, in case they were a mix, which they were kind of. And I am going for the important, and all I had to do now is do a little small damage because I didn't know if I got the right reach, and yeah, I was right. So they definitely had a bit of a mix of the videos here. So I went for the tricky tactic, do a small damage, and then I decided to try and see if I can get a Arceros sweep without any issues. So, hope you guys and girls are going to enjoy today's Loomian sweep, and I'll tell you more about it at the end of the video. Hope you enjoy the Arceros sweep. Alright, so that first battle was a little bit unlucky from me because I would have won that battle, but somehow they got very lucky and got that RNG plot armor kind of maneuver, and they kind of stopped my sweep. So I would have won that battle if they just didn't, if I didn't get hit from the daze from the Monogon, which is annoying because now I have been destroyed by Monogon twice in this in 2 videos. One from the one from the Glaciaria sweep. The Monogon finished my Glaciaria in the first battle, and I got dazed from the Monogon in this battle, or the first battle. So Monogon has kind of been have been picking on me for some reason. It's maybe like trying to tell me something. I'm not sure if I want to go for another Monogon sweep. I've already done a range attacking Monogon sweep, so I don't know if I want to do another one. Maybe I will. I don't know. It depends of it if I feel like to. But anyways, so let's just let's jump into this battle. And again, I would have won that battle, but weird enough is that the one thing that was a little bit weird is that they could have finished me off, and they still swapped into Novedios while I was dazed, and I had low in HP. So yeah, that was a little bit confusing. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say out of the way. Now, this battle is going to be against some user, and he's going to have his Soul Burst Eruptodon. I wasn't expecting him having stretch, so I just went for the Body Slam, and they actually outsped me, which tells me this is definitely a nimble Eruptodon. So I couldn't really outspeed it for some reason. I don't know. Because I mean, here's the thing. I was running 100 nimble, 100 TP on my Binoki with nimble, so I would have had plenty of speed to outspeed the Eruptodon even with stretch. But I guess it has its own TPs and ups and stuff. So anyway, it doesn't matter. But anyways, now we're gonna go for the tribute, and on my Wiseland. I don't really usually call that name, and my importance. So hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. We're gonna go for the double tribute, and we're gonna swap into Arceros and show you the power of the Arceros sweep. Alright, so let's take a look at the Arceros moveset and the strategy that I gave it because this was a very fun and very not so hard at all. Now, this one was a Nimble Fire Scent set. This was actually kind of similar build to the Glacialia set. They gave it the exact same item except it's a Fire Scent. The ability we give it was obviously what it already gets. It's Burning Rage. The moves I gave it were Bulk Up, Primal Slash, Charade, Claws, and Blaze of Glory. Bulk Up to increase your attack, melee attack, and a little bit of your defense if you ever actually consider needed. Primal Slash for coverage, and obviously it's already a good move. It also gets a lance, it also critical hits more often, so that's good. Then we got Blaze of Glory, which was primarily the move I was gonna use today's sweep. However, the problem I had this one is if I KO certain Loomians, because here's the thing. Blaze of Glory is literally the move Flare Blitz. So, it recoils so much. It takes so much of your HP, and I don't find it rather a useful move if it's gonna just recoil you so much. Because, like, here's the thing. Arceros' health is, like, okay. It only has 181 health. So it's not super bad or super terrible, but the amount of health you'll be losing for each time you use Blaze of Glory is kind of difficult to use. So what I did is gave it Charade Claws, another move that I think it's considered as a signature move, I think. I don't know yet. So what I did for this sweep is I used Blaze of Glory more at the end of the last two Loomians. So what I did is use Charade Claws as the the actual fire type move for the first three Loomians. Then I'll switch it to Blaze of Glory for the final two KOs. Because the thing is, Blaze of Glory, I would not consider this. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I would not consider this useful for a sweep. Because it's like, it takes so much of your health, and it, like, you saw you told me you took out that Harvest Sect, or, what was it called? Not the Harvest Sect, was it the, Halvanect, or, what's it called? It was the, where you at? It's, you should be somewhere here. There it is. Halventic, not Harvest Sect. Halventic. You saw me took that recoil pretty serious, so I couldn't really make use out of it only. So what I did is having another replacement move instead of it. Now you can make use out of some sort of item to make Blaze of Glory useful. Like you can use like Milkshake to restore a couple of your HP, so you can use another Blaze of Glory attempt. That could work. I mean, I don't understand why would I not use it. It would be better off, but you also have to hope and pray that the opponent doesn't bring you to half of your HP, so you don't waste your Milkshake before using Blaze of Glory. So that'll be the only issue I can give you to use Blaze of Glory. But other than that, Blaze of Glory is not a move I would consider you use in a sweep. Charade Claws is a better option. Not the strong, it's only a 30 base strength lower, but it's still a lot more safer than using Blaze of Glory. So if you want to use something like a coverage move, you consider using Raging Tackle. It's a rallyable move. I don't have it, but you can definitely change it to Raging Tackle instead, and that'll be the only way I can give you for the moveset guide. The TABs I gave it were max attack, 190 for speed, 38 for energy, and 42 for health, just to make sure I have as much energy as possible, so I don't have to, you know, I mean, it doesn't really, I don't know, actually, I mean, then again, actually, I don't know, I mean, do I need 300 energy, really? Maybe I will. I mean, here's the thing, Charade Claws cost 50, which will likely mean I'll have to use a little bit of a attack on that. I'm trying to figure out. Blaze of Glory costs 60, so that'll be... Oh man, I'm actually thinking it right now while I'm sweating in my room. I should probably change this subject. Sorry, I'm actually. You know what's annoying about this recording is that while I'm recording, I've randomly been sweating in my room for no particular reason. Maybe that's from the Arceros. Arceros, can you lower down the temperature? I'm sweating in my room right now, thanks to you. All right. Your moveset is making me sweat in real life, and I don't even have a warm temperature. All right. So calm down. Thank you. All right, please. But other than that, I give it max attack to just obviously making it as strong as possible. Around 190 for speed, making this thing just alright, a relatively pretty good speed. I mean, it's not very, very high, but it's pretty okay. It has a sweeping potential speed. Let's just say that. Somewhere around 150, it's always like a high potential. It has a guaranteed to outspeed everything, so I always like to run 150 instead of like 160 and 100 or 200 or something like that, because that'll be too much. Then I ran 100, a couple of the health, 42 for health, a little bit, and then remaining I give it energy. No particular reason why, just felt like to. But again, that is pretty much all I can say for the Arceros set. Like I said, if you want to change something, like I said, Blaze of Glory to Raging Tackle for more of a coverage. Keep Charade Claws, definitely a better move to use. Primal Slash definitely it's a keep now, no ask questions. It's gonna be keep it always. And then have bulk up a couple of times. I definitely use 3 times like I did with the Glacidia sweep. You could definitely like it only needs like 3 plus or 4. It actually will most likely sweep the opponent with no issue. And with Burning Rage and the Fire Sense boosting your fire type attacks, it will do an incredible amount of damage. Don't believe me? Try it out. Maybe you'll see why it's so powerful. But other than that, that is pretty much it for the Arceros set. Now I know people probably expecting me to do a Novedia sweep. However, I'm going to be thinking a strategy, and it might take a few days before I decided to upload a Novedia sweep. So until then, you guys and girls better just enjoy the Arceros and the Glacidia sweep in the meantime, because I don't know when I'll be uploading it. I'm just gonna give you guys a mystery day or something. So I'm definitely gonna be uploading a Novedia sweep, and actually Novedia itself was the reason I wanted to do or get the Glacidia and the Arceros sweep just quickly straight off the bat. Oh wait, actually, let me just. I'm gonna just put it right here for now. All right, so you can see right here, you got both of them right here. I'm actually just gonna show you both of them since we're here. Glacidia, here's one, the moves and the effort values, and there's the Arceros. Same thing. But change Blaze of Glory to Raging Tackle for extra coverage. And there you go. That's the that little strategy. And hope you guys and girls are gonna have enjoyed today's video. I had to take a lot of energy, and I was starting to get thirsty. Arceros again. Low down your temperature. It's really hot in my room now, thanks to you. But anyways, take care, boys and girls. And as always, stay lucky out there. Take care. And yeah, I already said it again. So yeah, take care, boys and girls. And stay lucky out there. Also, check out some of my playlists if you're obviously new. And yeah, take care.